Hey everybody, this is Gaming Ultimatum. Welcome back to some more Persona 4 Golden. Last episode we had to deal with a lot of very drastic things. Nanako, his condition got worse and she ended up dying due to her injuries. We confronted Nametame, but of course during this, Yosuke and Kanji wanted to try and kill him. We were able to prevent that and getting onto the path of the true ending, and thankfully, miraculously, Nanako was able to get resuscitate. But I think it's time we continue what we were doing and what we're going to do in this episode. Will Nanako be alright? Then is what happened in Nametame's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall, and the fog that won't disappear. Well, eyes ahead from here on. Well, we should probably just get some rest. A lot's happened. What are you doing, Igor? This?
Welcome. It's been quite some time.
Since I've been automatically by here, yeah. Since you just summoned me here.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams.
Yeah.
Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far. Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I can solve it.
Splendid!
I know I can.
The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight. Margaret?
What is it?
Really getting it is totally different. I mean, really finding yourself.
I think I need to start being more selfish.
Ayane.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Naruto.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
Yosuke.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
Yeah.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right, together.
Yeah.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
Really? Huh? We stopped. That hasn't happened before.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your life. Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently. Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Yeah.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart. Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Yeah. What the? Sunday. Who could be ringing the doorbell at this hour? At this time. Oh.
Teddy's missing. I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried about him. Like, seriously.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Juness?
Yeah. Hopefully we can find him. Hey, okay. Risa and Kanji are here.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
Oh.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Nametame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Nametame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Nametame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Nametame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right.
Yeah.
Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Nametame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
Yeah.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
But, yeah, what does he
mean? Saving them through death? He did call himself a savior, and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
There's something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
Yeah.
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense.
The fact that he called you guys saved.
The Nametame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV.
Really? That's what you think?
Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my
But
head.
that does make some
The possibility
sense.
that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
There is a possibility, though. The warning letter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Nametame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Well,
Let's review them.
the first letter is, don't rescue anymore. And the second is, if you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, don't rescue or kill?
Yeah.
And the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean...
Nametame didn't write it.
Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right?
That means...
If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Yes,
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So, Nametame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed.
Yeah.
In Nametame's parlance, failing would have been the first 2 cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did.
Which means he...
It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Meaning they...
Someone else? Then it wasn't Nametame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
No, it's someone else.
We can't say for certain yet.
But...
We urgently need to speak with Nametame
But
face
it's
to
highly
face.
likely. Yeah. Bring to the judgment. Judge Arcana is
How
gone.
though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Nametame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Yeah.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his identity.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too.
Huh.
This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Nametame-san.
Yeah.
A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
Yeah.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful. I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Wow!
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
Alright, then now's our chance to talk to Nametame.
Yeah, we only got a few questions with them. Nametame. You don't even pay attention. Get his attention, please.
Nametame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
He's still...
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case, and to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who'd you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Wait, so that... Is saving killing people? Huh.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Huh. So that's true. Now the big question. Did you kill those 2 girls?
They were killed I couldn't save them.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process, as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel.
Ganji, Rise, Naoto.
It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
Then...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Yep.
Indulge us in a few more questions.
Alright. Why the warning letters?
What are you talking about?
That confirms that he doesn't know about those warning letters. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
So he didn't even know it was a dangerous place. Do you know who killed the first two at all?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You... believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Yeah.
Only... you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Yeah. We're willing to. Everybody ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though.
The news of Mayumi's death.
It was Mayumi being found dead, and not just that, but it had happened in my hometown. I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store.
And you desperately tried to warn her.
After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful. But that same night, on the TV,
she appears and is killed.
She looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.
Yukiko.
She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered.
Once things calmed down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
No, you put them in more
If
danger.
a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew you couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yeah, I think I
Yes.
saw him.
I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Because we had gone in
You
there.
really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What's done is done. It's maybe unforgivable, but
I suppose so. But the things I've done
you had
was
good
too
intentions.
serious to be brushed aside like that.
You've
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
I think the most you'll be getting is
The
kidnapping.
Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
We didn't
We
understand
must
them at first as
apologize
well.
to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I
Yeah.
guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
When in reality, we just helped.
Such
We were
a
helping.
joke.
But
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
crap.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
The fact that the police officer's just here hearing us talking about the TV world stuff, it's like, I bet he's like, what the fuck are they talking about? Are they high? Probably not, they're too young. But I hope they aren't dead. We're now in rank 3. This one's another automatic one, just like the Fool.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Don't worry, you won't. Yeah, everything we needed.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
Yeah.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
Not necessarily.
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
Yeah.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
We are going to be covering a lot of content in today's episode. Let's get some sleep. Time to wander around town. Alright. First, let's hit the central shopping district. Can I help you? About those murders. The incident last spring? I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I almost completely forgot about that. I must be getting old, huh? Man, this fog. It makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. We can really find any new clues about the killer. And no use finding that now. Let's step up the search and get that info. What is it? What are you talking about? Did all that happen just last spring? Oh, it seems so long ago. It's gonna remember something from that far back anyway. Bruh. I wonder why it happened. Let's gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. Ganji? I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me. Or with the fog and all. He just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Damn fog, hurry up and go away. Let's head to the northern part. Look. I feel like I know this is this is the quest of a lost Yuri-chan, Emi-chan, Mika-chan. We'll check again another day. Riza? I've been asking about Teddy too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. Oh, like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit with Juness. I have seen him yesterday. Seen him. yesterday. He's left by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? It's me. Just like came and spoke to me. About the murders. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now. Screw you, dude. She's my girlfriend. Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends on TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? Well, since the first two incidents, do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? About the murders. A little while ago, they said they supposed to have a got. It was in the newspaper. It was that Nametame-san, right? I see him around from time to time. Oh, horrible. It really does frighten me. Do you recall anyone suspicious? Oh. There we go. I guess we can complete that quest. Let's talk to this guy. Why am I outside when I'm at home? I just want to see more news about the murders. Do you recall anyone suspicious? How about you? What's the wrong with following Svila? Wait, or was I at fault there? Technically you are, because you're supposed to slow down in any strange weather conditions. I mean, this is like extremely strange weather conditions. Do you recall anyone? Screw you, dude. Let's ask some of the people down here. Do you recall anyone? A strange person? No, I don't think I've seen any. I mean, this is a pretty small town. What did you say? If I had, I'm pretty sure I remember. No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. Alright. Let's leave the shopping district for now. Let's go to something of a floodplain. Well, I guess we can finish up some of these quests. Let's sway them from being lovers. Okay, she just tells you about how to do the relationship stuff. Do you recall anyone suspicious? They will come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Do you recall anyone suspicious? Oh no. On the good? Okay. Let's leave the floodplain. Let's go to... Yeah, let's go to Junes. Maybe someone will be there. Oh, Naoto. First, we should reach his steps, obviously. Yeah. You got anyone's... now you mentioned, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Good to know. I bet there's some little shopping districts, and we should be able to find someone. Maybe in the shrine? Trying to figure it out. So we need to find a girl, and we need to ask her. There's only one person I know who gets that, and it's her. Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that! Yamasaki Kanishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Nametame person came to her house one day and said, hey, I don't know what you get replying, but you got it wrong. Saku's a good girl, it's just that people misunderstood her. Looks like not here. Maybe in Okina? I mean, it's a bit of a fog too. Oh, I think there was a... Looks like nobody in Okina City will help out. Do you see anyone at a Dojima residence? Well, I might as well. I mean, I think we only asked that girl about suspicious people and not about the incident. That's what I've been trying to look for. Here, wait a second. Okay, it's an automatic one. Maybe there's people down here. Nope. You have gathered as much information as you could. We'll report that to the group. We meet at the diner.
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
I thought I got some,
It was
and
the
then...
same for me.
And then it just ended up being
There was
Nametame.
absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me. Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all.
Yeah.
The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break.
Yeah.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much.
Well, the most I got was something based on Nametame.
So, to sum up,
Nothing.
there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first 2 incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
Yeah.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Wait. I'm thinking of someone. I think I'll go get some fresh air too. It's snowing again?
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
Yeah.
Ugh, it's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it.
Yeah. There must be something that's been overlooked. You go over to Swap face you. The clues you need must already be in your hands.
What's the matter?
We'll go over everything we know one more time. They have to have a connection to Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. They have to know what we were doing. And they had to know what that Nametame was doing the kidnappings. No witnesses. Both were delivered to my directly house, so they had to know that they would have to be someone who knows Dojima's place. There must be someone in this town. And I think I know who they might be. The answer is Nanako! No, I'm just kidding. There's only one person we know of that can possibly fit that. Why would they not be suspicious? Maybe they were someone that could easily be trusted. Maybe they were an officer of the law. Of course, we can't, if we look at only the circumstances, it can't be pulled out. Adachi has been able to keep an eye on us. He knows how to approach our house, and he knows the area. And he's a police officer, so he wouldn't look suspicious. And we did encounter him many times while investigating. And he seemed to be really easy to tell us about the case. But something is bothering me. However, should we tell our friends about the suspicions? Here's a really, really mean thing you can do. We can protect them. I will not be doing in this route, but this would unlock a really dark ending for this game. We'll tell our friends about Adachi. Our suspicions about him. Hey, do you think Adachi could fit?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
Not suspicious.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Yeah. Let's tell our friends.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he
Wait.
at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it. That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Wait.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon, but I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Yeah.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time you tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up. Was that all to throw us off the trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either.
He knows our place.
Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Yeah. Suspicious shadow. Looks like Adachi...
Is it really Adachi-san?
We need to confirm this.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank you.
Head to the hospital?
What was that about a transport?
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
Yeah. Things are moving quickly now. We're getting closer to the truth. Adachi-san.
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Hey, do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Jeez, with Nametame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
Dojima?
Adachi, Where's Nametame? There's been a lot of noise today for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Nametame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first 2 murders have been bothering me. His motives are shaky and his alibi is rock solid.
We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
What's gotten into you today? It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Yeah, you're usually a bit lousy.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment? Get better as soon as possible.
Making sure I was recording.
What are you all doing here?
We have some...
We came to confirm something. With Adachi-san.
Yeah. So... You were with Yamano when she...
The time the announcer went missing?
Where were you when
I can't
she
say
was...
for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago, too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Funny. Considering you were there to guard her. How about when you interrogated Saki?
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice. Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped.
How about the warning letter I was sent?
Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about? Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your bed. That's why your wounds aren't healing. And you all need to go home right now. Do you have any idea what time it is? I'm going back. I need to get to the station and report in.
I don't think
Just
you're...
one more thing, please.
Yeah.
We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Nametame's doing. Someone else killed them.
Yeah.
Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
Yeah.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Nametame's the one who put them all in.
Put them all
What
in?
did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand.
Looks
to
like...
tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me.
And it kinda did to
Do
me
you recall
too.
when I read Nametame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident, at the time I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow. Then that settles it. How, I wonder? Would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing.
Yeah.
After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
Yeah.
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
After...
Wait, you son of a bitch!
Kanji, wait up.
Adachi! Ah! Damn it! Adachi!
I wonder where he's running off to. Huh. He ran to Nametame's old room. But he's not here.
What the? I swear he ran this way!
Damn it! Where the hell did he go? Did you find him?
He ran here and...
I contacted security. Nobody's seen Adachi, and there's no record of anyone leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
That?
He's still here? But we looked! We didn't find him anywhere!
There's...
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
I will. There's only one place I think you could go.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
I feel like he would.
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Let's go in.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Yeah. He's taking another step towards the truth. Alright. We'll go back home right now. And I think this is where we should end things off. Next time, Persona 4 Golden, we go to chase after the culprit, Adachi. See you guys then.